Hello everyone. Before we start discussing stereochemistry at semester 5 level, let us brush up some of the concept which you might have studied in 11th and 12th standard. So let us quickly brush up the basics of the stereochemistry. What is stereoisomerism? So isomers with the same constitution but different spatial arrangement of atoms are called stereoisomers. And isomerism exhibited by them is called stereoisomerism. I want to grab your attention here. In stereochemistry, we are discussing about the arrangement of atoms in the space, and that is called spatial arrangement and can be spelled this way: spatial arrangement. So it is not this spatial, which is very spatial. So again, isomers with the same, we can say that molecular and structural formula, but with the different arrangement of group in space, they are called stereoisomers. Optical activity. Compounds which are capable of rotate plane polarized light are called optically active compounds, and this property is called optical activity. Now we know that compound rotate the plane polarized light to the right side or clockwise are called dextrorotatory and denoted by sign small d or plus. And those isomers which are capable to rotate plane towards the left side or anti-clockwise, they are called levorotatory and denoted by minus sign or a small l. I think you must have remembered that we cannot use here capital D and capital L. So my question is, why is it so, and where we are using capital D and capital L? So if you forget, brush it up and try to get the answer. Optical rotation is detected and measured by instrument called polarimeter. Chirality. So before we discuss chirality, carefully look this figure. In Greek language, the meaning of word care, it is CHEIR, is a hand, and chirality term is used for the object having handedness. So here you can see that, and we also know that in the mirror, the image of our left hand is right, and vice versa. Moreover, if we keep our left hand in front of mirror, so obviously its image would be our right hand, and they are non-superimposable over each other. So similarly, the molecules which are not superimposable over each other are called chiral, and sometimes they pronounce like chiral also. So this is showing what we have discussed. Word care, spell this way, CHEIR. Its meaning in Greek language is a hand, and chiral or chiral is used for the objects having handedness. That is, mirror image of left hand is right and should not superimposable over each other. So that is called chirality. Isomers which are superimposable on their mirror images are called achiral, and they are optically inactive and cannot exhibit enantiomerism. Now let us discuss what are enantiomers and diastereomers. These are four isomers of 2,3-dibromopentane. First two, you can see that they are mirror images and also not superimposable over each other. Same with the 3 and 4. They are mirror images and not superimposable over each other. That's why they are called enantiomers of each other. But carefully, if you observe 1 and 3 or 1 and 4 or 2 and 3 and 2 and 4, all they four are not superimposable, but at the same time they are also not mirror images of each other. Such isomers, which are not enantiomers, are called diastereomers. First, let's check the definitions. Isomers which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. So in previous slide, pairs 1, 2 and 3, 4 as we discussed are called enantiomers. And the isomerism exhibited by them is called enantiomerism. Some of the properties of enantiomers are they have same physical properties like melting point, boiling point, density, refractive index, etc. They have equal but opposite optical rotation. Some enantiomers smell differently, one isomer having different smell than the other. And in case of many drug molecules, one enantiomer is found many times more efficient than the other counterpart, and sometimes one is more safer than the other. So these are the few properties of enantiomers. Diastereomers, stereoisomers which are not mirror images of each other. So uh, in a previously example of 2,3-dibromopentane, the four pairs 1,3,1,4,2,3,2,4, they are diastereomers. We can also say that stereoisomers which are not enantiomers are diastereomers. Apart from that, geometric isomers are also diastereomers. So if you can visualize the structural formula of cis and trans 2-butene, then obviously they are not enantiomers, but they are diastereomers. Properties of diastereomers, they have different physical properties, and that's why they can be easily separated from the mixture. They may or may not be optically active. If you remember the mesoform and geometrical isomers, so mesoforms having plane of symmetry, and that's why the upper and the lower part of the molecule are like mirror images of each other, and that's why in spite of containing stereocenter, chiral center, they are optically inactive. Racemic mixture and racemization. A mixture containing two isomers, enantiomers, in a unimolar proportion, in equal proportion, 1:1, they will have net zero optical rotation. Such a mixture is called racemic mixture. And racemization is a process of a conversion of an optically active compound into its racemates or a racemic form by heat or by some chemical reaction. So in this process, half of the optically active substance becomes their enantiomers or mirror image. And optical resolution, we can say that is a totally reverse than the racemization, is a process for the separation of racemic compounds into their enantiomers, reverse. It is important tool in the production of optically active drugs. Some other terms which are used for the same meaning are chiral resolution and mechanical resolution. So I hope that these are the basics which you studied in high school 11th and 12th, but is a very essential to understand the stereochemistry at the undergraduate level.